Hi guys, Steph here. Welcome to another reading vlog. Are you getting a reading vlog because I forgot to plan out the video that was supposed to come out today when this goes live? Maybe. Are you also getting this vlog because even though I have been reading a lot of my physical books, I have actually not picked up anything that I selected from my TBR? Also yes. Anyway, I'm going to be reading Amari and the Night Brothers, and hopefully also Amari and the Great Game, which wasn't on this month's TBR, but what the hell, if we're going to do a reading vlog, we might as well read both of them, right? I know so many people absolutely love this book and I've been meaning to pick it up for ages, so we're just going to read it. It's just what we're going to do. It is currently Sunday. I am about to go live in half an hour with Bree and Robin and Heather for our journaling live on Heather's channel. I'll leave a link to the replay up here for you guys. But then I'm going to be diving into this because I need to. I also may or may not be surrounded by piles of kids books that I've been taking photos of for Instagram because I'm behind. What else is new? All right, so I will check in with you guys once I have started reading. Okay, so I'm about 150 pages into Amari and the Night Brothers and I'm really enjoying it. It's very fun. So Amari is I forget how old she is. She's a young teen and her brother has gone missing. And at the very start of the book, she loses her scholarship to school, but then she gets a message that has been left behind by her brother that leads her to find out that there are supernatural elements to the world. So this is very much SFF. So there's some science fiction-y elements as well as some fantasy elements in here, as well as paranormal. So it's a very cool blend of all of those things. Anyway, she's accepted into this summer camp where they test her abilities, and of course, middle grade fantasy, she has the most magical potential, and it turns out that she is a magician, which is illegal in this world. Like where I'm up to, she's literally just started getting a tour of the job that she wants to go into, which is as a trainee agent, so that she can find out what happened to her brother. And of course, everyone is very wary of her because magicians are not well thought of in this world. It's very well written, it's very easy to read. There's lots of references to classic monsters and literary figures through history that relate back to magic and paranormal activities. Amari faces quite a bit of racism and bullying from people both at her school and as she enters into, I forget what it's called, the Bureau of Supernatural Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. But it's quite cool. I'm definitely very intrigued to keep reading this story. So I finished Amari and the Night Brothers and it was great. Like I really loved it. So I was only like a third of the way in the last time I updated you guys. And so sort of the rest of the setup of this book, or the rest of this book, is Amari going through the trials to become a junior agent and also trying to unravel the mystery of what happened to her brother and her brother's partner. And along the way, she ends up teaming up with the younger brother of her brother's partner. And the two of them discover that they have things in common, particularly their talent, and they have to try and work together. There is some misdirection in here. There are plenty of adults who treat the kids like they don't know what they're doing. There is an awesome friendship between Amari and Elsie, her roommate, who I love Elsie's character. She's a were-dragon and I can't wait to see what happens with her character in the next book. I just loved the setup of this world because it is, like I said, that combination of magic and tech, and it's a really cool concept. I love the artificially intelligent elevators who have conversations with people who are in there and how they can travel anywhere through the hotel that is the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. And I love all the little hints of things that are thrown into the story. So I'm very eager to continue with the second book and I will vlog that as I go. So yes, I will check in with you guys when I pick up the second book in the series. Hi everyone, it's Tuesday night. It's been a day. The joys of this new role and the things that you discover randomly happening on a daily basis. Anyway, I am going to continue reading Amari with Amari and the Great Game. If I don't read it now, to be honest, who knows if this vlog will come out by the end of the week. So we're going to read this tonight. My headspace is, I'm facing in this direction. The camera is over here. This was not smart thinking on my plan. But anyway, I'll see how I go. But I'll keep you posted. So I'm this far into Amari and the Great Game. and I'm enjoying it, but I really hate the thing in middle grade books where they make out every adult character to be truly horrible. I know it's part of the story and building tension and isolating the main character, but I really wish we just didn't get that sort of thing, because it doesn't promote healthy relationships between kids and the adults in their life. And I think there are ways of taking away a support network without necessarily destroying someone's faith in the fact that there might be people who can help them, who are in a position to be that support for them, and that just, it frustrates me a lot. But yeah, don't take that as this is not well written, because I'm compulsively reading this. I'll finish this really soon. It's Amari's second summer at the camp for the supernatural world. She's a junior supernatural agent, and right before she goes back to camp, time freezes in the world and magicians are blamed for it. And so suddenly Amari gets this message saying she's been uninvited to the summer camp, and then her friends work out a way for her to be reinstated, but of course it comes with conditions, and it puts her again at the center of being the outcast, the unwanted person at the camp. And then she gets drawn back into the world of magicians, so the League of Magicians, who are trying to find a leader. And that's what the Great Game is. It's about determining who is actually going to take possession of the crown of the League of Magicians. And yeah, like there's some really good adult characters in here. It just really sucks that they're all either being constantly taken away, or you just have so many adults who are just horrible to kids when they work with them. Look, ultimately, I think my thoughts on that part of the story, I think, are heavily influenced by sort of some of the things that are going on in my own work at the moment. Anyway, at this point, Amari has completed the first challenge in the Great Game. Yeah, we'll have to see how she goes in the next part. So I finished Amari and the Great Game, and it is a fantastic book, despite my issues notwithstanding. It does leave off on a cliffhanger ending, so be aware of that if you go into it, because I need the next book. And Amari, poor Amari, she gets put through the ringer. But there are some good things that come out of it in the end, which is great. And I suppose what the series really deals with is being targeted for what people perceive you to be, hugely prevalent here. Amari is a black girl who comes from a very working class family. She gets thrust into a situation where people have more knowledge and have more wealth and more power and more privilege than she does, and at every turn she stands up to that. She has some really close-knit friends in the series, and there are adult allies that she has, but quite often they're hindered and therefore she doesn't have access to them. So ultimately it comes down to the strength of her character, and she is an incredible character. Probably one of my favorite middle grade characters I have read in a really, really long time. The world itself is fantastic. The magic world that's built up is really cool. It's still a magic school, and it does it so much better than You Know Who, and it bases it in our world, but it's our world with magic. There are really cool concepts. There are people who judge everything based on what they perceive to be negative traits. So magicians are the unwanted, and they're treated like that, despite the fact that maybe there are people who actually don't even know how that originated and would be willing to move past it, except the people in power keep reinforcing that. And again, hello reality. I really enjoyed this. I think this is a really great series. I know we have book 1 at school, and I'm going to let our librarian know to get book 2 and to do a bit of promoting of these books, because I think they are absolutely outstanding. And I don't know if I addressed this. I can't remember if I addressed this at the start of this video. I will be doing a separate review video on Little Bookish Teacher for this series as a middle grade series. Not quite sure when that's going to go up, but I'm glad that I did the vlog for this on this channel. I mean, Amari was one of my picks for my TBR for the month, and I'm glad that I could fit in both, even if it means that I really haven't touched my the rest of my TBR that I set. But you know, this is a pretty good effort to get through these books. So yeah, if you have read the Amari books, I think, what was this? Oh God, what was the series called? I did look it up before. Supernatural something. Supernatural Investigations. So the series is Supernatural Investigations, Amari and the Night Brothers, Amari and the Great Game. If you've read them, let me know in the comments. If you just want to let me know that you were here and watching the video, leave any kind of weather emoji down below. I'm really pleased that I have read these now. So thanks for watching. I hope that wherever you're in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.